What the hell is going on with Chainlink? Why are massive whales accumulating tons of Chainlink while the rest of the crypto altcoin market slides towards the downside? What do they know that we don't? In this video, I'm going to show you the proof of those whale wallets with the exact amounts that they're buying. As well as that, I'm going to describe very simply what Chainlink does and why it's such an important, integral part of the future of cryptocurrency, and also understand potentially where it could be going in the future, as well as identifying some of the risks. Hit the like button and let's get into today's video. Now, what I saw earlier on today that's led me to discuss what is going on with Chainlink was a lot of news directed in this direction. Chainlink whale addresses are rising by 6%. Okay, fair enough. Always lots of news stories like this around. There's another one. Chainlink, safest bet for real world asset tokenization research. Okay. Now we're getting something else. Buy Link now. Chainlink touted as the safest bet for this mega trend. Okay, you've got my attention. But are people really accumulating Chainlink? Well, let's go and find out. First of all, what we're going to do is come across to Chainlink on CoinMarketCap. And if you're subscribed to my channel, you know what I'm going to do next, because it's a very good way to see what's going on. Here we have the contract address, which you can see for Chainlink is an Ethereum address. Copy that address. Come over to the token analyzer by DeFi Moki, who's got a great Twitter page worth following. And I'll leave the link for this down below, guys. If you haven't got the ability to use it, it's because you need to sign up. It's free. Just come down to token address, paste it in. Okay, so that's the Chainlink Ethereum address. Paste it in here. And then we're just going to bang in 31 days, just for a laugh. And then we're going to put chain, and then we're going to put Ethereum in there. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to hit enter. Now, as you can see, I've already done it. It's going to tell you what's going on. 506 new wallets today. It's pretty good considering the market is slipping towards the downside today. 25,700 wallets in that time period. Okay. Now, what you can see here is during a time of the market when the market's sliding towards the downside, loads of people are bringing in and putting in new crypto wallets. At the same time, the price is sliding down, which is interesting, okay, because these wallets are kind of growing, which means more people are getting involved, and ultimately, eventually, you'll find a tipping point where it goes the other way. Now, I want you to come down below, and we're going to look for top 100 trades by volume. What we're then going to do is sort by action, and we're going to see buys. Now, what we want to pay attention to is some of these buys and the sizes of them and when they're coming in. Now, this is a buy for $1.6 million that happened just 4 days ago. You can see currently in there an $85,000 down, but it's a big trade, okay? So as a percentage, it's not massive. It's like 5%. Now come down below, you've got $1.3 million. And then again, then here you've got like $700,000, nearly $500,000, 300. There's a lot of money pumping in just the last few days since October started. Okay, you can look at these ones. The October ones are showing a lot of money coming in while the price is sliding towards the downside. So while everyone's like looking at YouTube and thinking, oh well, this coin's going down, that coin's going down, and they're all panicking, come over here and you can see the big money accumulating while you're all selling off and scared. Okay, big money buys your fear. Happens every single time. So why are they accumulating Chainlink? Well, I have my ideas. You probably, if you're new to crypto, don't know what Chainlink is or really understand it. Now, there's a lot of problems in crypto because a lot of these new projects come in and people are like just basically trying to force a project into a space that doesn't need a crypto project. Chainlink isn't one of those. It's a project that is really necessary. When crypto first came about, you had the blockchain tech, okay, Bitcoin and all that jazz. And yeah, it sounded cool. But you were like, well, why do I need it? I didn't need to interact with it. However, maybe you do start to realize that you do need it. But that information needs to get onto the blockchain somehow. Chainlink combines real-world information with blockchain technology and puts it on there. And that might be used for anything from the price of gold today, from the temperature outside, from, you know, various other statistics and things that are going on around the world. Unemployment rates, you name it. And how do we get it from here onto a smart contract? Well, funny you should ask, because I'm well prepared for this. Now, let's take a piece of data and discuss how it might end up on here. Now, here you have your event, or whatever it might be, and you have what are called oracles that are reporting on that event. So what might I mean? Well, considering right now it's the Rugby World Cup and I like rugby, we're going to use this as an event. Here we have England Rugby playing against Samoa. Now, let's say that I want to put the information about the score of this game onto the blockchain. Now, how would I do that? Well, I could sit at the game and upload it myself onto the blockchain. But how do you know I'm trustworthy? And how do you know I'm not going to change the results? Well, me as a node has to stake Link in order to be able to report as an oracle on the result of the game. And it's within my interest to be accurate because otherwise I will lose the staked Link. But if I am accurate, I will get a reward back. So all of these people are reporting the score of that rugby game into this smart contract. The smart contract takes all of that information and it takes basically an aggregated score of this particular event that's taking place. So maybe if like 10 of them are saying the same and then the 11th one has kind of like a slightly different score, it will discard that 11th one and it will keep the ones that are providing the accurate data. It will then feed that through to another smart contract and then eventually they'll get the rewards and it all gets posted onto the blockchain. Now that data that's provided can then be fed through to wherever wants to require that data. So for example, if you're running a website that's talking about crypto and you want to have the price of Bitcoin at the top, maybe you want a smart contract that's going to collect lots of people's aggregated scores of the price of Bitcoin to ensure that it's accurate to post on your website at any given time. I think you'll understand just from this simple example of how many use cases this can have. Because everything theoretically moving onto the blockchain would need to basically be accounted for. And this is the best way to do it. And Link basically solves this issue. And you're like, yeah, but the crypto market's sliding towards the downside. Why are big whales accumulating? Well, guys, if you subscribe to my channel, I have told you that there is obviously a chance that we see further downside action. But if you look into this chart and you look into many other charts about where we potentially are in the market right now, this could be one of the last chances to be able to acquire cryptocurrencies. And I'll look into the Link chart in just a moment, which is looking very, very favorable. Now, this is the altcoin trend minus the Bitcoin price. Okay, so you can see basically the market cap of all crypto minus Bitcoin. And you can see it's been sliding towards the downside and it's found support on this key area. Look, basically last time I found support here was basically the COVID dip. Okay, the COVID dip, and then you saw it rip out of there. Now, you know, obviously there's always the chance we can have another black swan event and who knows when it might be. But I don't know if it is. I think a lot of people are waiting for it and I think it might never come. Eventually, when the move happens, it's going to be very aggressive. So let's have a look back to the tokenomics and what's going on, whether the tokenomics are suitable, and identify some other potential issues with Chainlink. Now, as you can see, looking into the circulating supply, you can see at the moment around 56% is in circulating supply. So there is going to be unlocked. However, into the future, this is going to be a deflationary asset, which is favorable from an investment standpoint. Now, a fully diluted market cap sat at $7.2 billion. It's pretty high, okay? So you're not going to be a coin we're going to see 100x's, 50x's out of, okay? But if you've subscribed to my channel before, I've told you that the run into crypto bull markets starts with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's already up 67% this year. It has already been up at one point 91%. Phase 1 leads to phase 2, which is an Ethereum pump. Phase 3, phase 4, into the big, large market cap coins, of which Chainlink is one. Maybe we're seeing the accumulation phase right now from the whales who are moving into a very exciting time in the market, because they will always move before you do, because everyone else is just waiting to wake up one day and they see a coin that's up 30% and then they buy. By then you're too late. So before we dive in and look at where Chainlink's going, let's have a look at where Bitcoin is. Bitcoin, very interesting. Now, I've talked about this a few times recently. You can see it's been in this kind of downtrend. We pulled away, we ripped up through, and then guess what? We came back and we've retested and we're still holding, and we have found support here. And interestingly, it coincides with a buy zone. And literally just now as I talk, bearing in mind today is Thursday, it's Thursday evening, so this won't go live until tomorrow, by which time maybe it's gone all the way down here, in which case sue me. But like, it looks like it's finding support from this support line. It also looks like it's finding support from this area here. Last time it rallied out of this area, Bitcoin did like 6-7%. If it does it again, it will break significantly higher and perhaps re-challenge 30k. So what does that mean for Chainlink? Well, actually, zooming out to Chainlink, you see something very important, and it starts to become much clearer as to why whales accumulate this coin, perhaps over why they're accumulating others. Bearing in mind, at some point in the next 6 months, or less, maybe more, there's going to be a bull market. So what do you want to get into if you've got big money? You want to get into solid cryptos that have potential for good return on investments. And if you've got big money, you don't need to see 50x's, 100x's. You're looking for the 6, 7, 8, 9x's, which is what you should be looking for at this time in the market, because then you can take that money and then you can go and be more degenerate and seek out those smaller market cap coins. What you're seeing in Chainlink is a very nice accumulation phase that's been going on ever since basically the 21st of May 2022. And since then, it's just been accumulating. And eventually, it's going to break beyond this pattern. Now, where it goes from there, who knows? You know, personally, I think it goes back to all-time highs, potentially has the ability to do a 10, maybe a 12x, bearing in mind it's a large market cap coin. And whilst there are kind of other competitors in this space, there's no one that's really that close to Chainlink. Now, a big problem potentially with Chainlink, along with the potential for not such exciting astronomical massive gains, is the fact that this coin is built on Ethereum. To use Chainlink for basically what we've talked about, the use cases and everything like that, potentially if the market heats up, is expensive. And that's not ideal because you don't want to pay lots of money for data. So whether or not it gets migrated onto a different chain in the future, who knows? Obviously, there's going to be constraints going forward with Ethereum. And lots of times I don't actually buy coins that are built on Ethereum. It's starting to be a bit off-putting for me because I know that every time I make a trade, etc., it's going to be a little bit expensive. So that is something I'm thinking that's worth considering. If you're new to cryptocurrency and you are yet to become a full degenerate and you just want to make something in terms of consistent returns on investment, personally, I don't think that Chainlink is a very bad option as far as I'm concerned if you're looking for a lower risk, lower kind of potential reward opportunity. And I say lower reward, but still 7 to 10, maybe even in a blow up, crazy blow off top market, 15 to 20x. Can't be sniffed at, guys. I know a lot of people have got these like false ideas about how big they should be expecting to get in crypto. But really, if you stay slow and steady Eddie and you get through with the kind of like a decent portfolio, a few decent top cryptos like Chainlink, you're not going to go too far wrong. Get down below, read some of the detail. You can see that they're paired up with some of the biggest names in cryptocurrency. Very well respected team. Lots of stuff going on. They've been around since 2017 and, you know, has a really decent real world use case. That's something you must consider when looking at any new crypto project. I think if we get a good push at some point, whenever the bull market eventually decides it's going to start, Chainlink's going to see a good bit of movement. Now as well, I'm going to start to post more information and more in-depth information on like different projects and breakdowns of different projects and stuff like that over on my Twitter page, which is linked down below in the description. So make sure you go across. Also, as we approach 50k subscribers, I'll be doing a giveaway over on Twitter for people who are subscribed to Twitter. So make sure you're over on that one, guys. Takes literally 10 seconds of your time, doesn't cost you anything. And if you're looking to buy cryptocurrency, then I kind of urge you to not use Coinbase. Guys, it's extremely expensive, and yeah, it's very easy to use and a good one to use when you first buy your first bit of Bitcoin. But if you pass that stage and you've already bought a little bit of Bitcoin at some point, then you should be using a better, cheaper exchange. MEXC, linked down below in the description, has 0% spot maker trader fees, which means you can trade between different cryptocurrencies on spot absolutely free, which is crazy because on Coinbase it's like $10. Not only that, you can use non-KYC, non-know your customer. And if you use other payment solutions, you can deposit without having to provide your own information and all that good stuff. You'll also get a bonus of up to $1,000. You can use leverage, but don't use leverage if you're not used to it or you don't know how to do it. If you use that link down below in the description, you'll get a bonus on sign up, which obviously you can use to buy into different cryptocurrencies. They have more cryptos on this exchange than pretty much any other exchange out there, like over 2,000 or 3,000, crazy amount of cryptos. So anything you want, guys, you're pretty much going to be able to find it on MEXC. Now, if you're in the US, then you may not be able to access it. So what do? You use a NordVPN, which again, link down below in the description. Now guys, this is obviously a sponsor, okay? I will make a kickback if you buy this, but I 100% insist that this is one of the most essential things that you have if you're trading crypto. And not only that, if you use my link, you'll get 4 months extra free and a 30-day free trial. So it's going to cost you like the price of a cup of coffee per month to have this. Why is it an essential bit of kit? Well, it means that you can use exchanges that might not be allowed to be used in your country. That's a big tick. But also it means that people can't spy on what you're doing. They can't take down your seed phrases. You've got basically a 0% chance of getting hacked by you protecting yourself using a NordVPN. It is the world's most highly rated and most sold VPN. So guys, it's a pretty quality one. It offers malware protection. It stops anyone from tracking you. It also offers ad blockers, and even more exciting, it means that you can access Netflix in different countries, so you can get movies in America and different TV shows in the UK if that's something that really gets you pumped up. So no brainer guys, sign up for a NordVPN, link down below in the description, and I will see you in the very next video. Hit the like button, subscribe, see you later, bye bye.